Hi again, welcome to another video. And yeah, I got thinking last night. I did actually upload a video to this channel. It was sort of testing out my Steel KM94RC combi unit I've just rebuilt. And yeah, I was thinking I've sort of neglected this channel a bit. I have got a second channel which I've been really busy on. I'm trying to build that channel, but this work one, yeah, this year I haven't put nowhere near as much on it as I really should have done. I am up to 1,400 subscribers on this one now, so I think I should do a video. So that's what this is about, really. So what's been going on? Well, plenty really. I've kept quite busy this year. I did a video early on, and yeah, I was saying I'm not enjoying the job too much, and that hasn't really changed too much. Some of it's all right. Some of it's, you know, I found it pretty stressful this year because stuff's grown so quick. It seems to have been a year. I've never known a year like it before. The hedges, like usually I can go, and I do one property, for example, where I cut them one area, then work round the next time I go, and then work around there, sort of, I keep them in check. This time, every time I go the second time, the first ones have grown again, and I've had to keep cutting them. So it's just been mad this year. It's slowed down a little bit now. It's you know, getting to that time of year, isn't it? So it has slowed down a little bit now. And I've decided to actually sort of stick to what I've got rather than look for any more. I think I've got something in my eye. Yeah, rather than look for any more, just sort of keep to what I've got. I don't really mind that much the general maintenance ones I do weekly, and the grasses are okay, the ones I've got. Everybody's quite good payers. I lose one of my, I might have mentioned it before, but I lose one of my commercial jobs, the one I was actually saying about where I start with the hedges and all that. That's got loads of hedges and shrubs and everything around there. A bit of grass, but it's mainly hedges and shrubs. I lose that at Christmas. So I think I've got 7 visits left, so I've got to start cracking on with them, because yeah, it does end the end of December, and I'd like to finish it around about the 15th. So I'm done and dusted there, really, because you know, what happens is the people down there actually want us to stay, but it's beyond their control because it's done at head office up north in the country. So a lot of them have never even seen the property. So yeah, we actually have 2 properties, and some people will say, oh, it's a shame you're losing in that, but we've done it for 7 years. We're only meant to have it for 3 months. And yeah, it's been a good job. But, you know, sometimes I think after a good while, you know, sometimes I think jobs run their course, which this one actually is going to. And yeah, that you move on. I've had it before, similar things. Customers have moved and all that, and I've moved on, and we haven't sort of suffered for it. And in a way, really, the other jobs I've took on this year, took on some sort of housing jobs, they really, in a way, were the replacement for the one I lost earlier in the year. I've lost another one recently because they've moved, both people moved. And yeah, this commercial job, so that will cover that. So we've like had this extra work all year as well, which I wanted the year to be a bit easier and maybe to have a bit of fun in the summer and all that, but never really happened. I know we've had all our troubles with lockdowns and the virus thing and all that, but yeah, we've managed to pop away a couple of times, but not long enough to sort of, you know, I always find need a couple of days to, you know, get down to sort of relax after the stress of working, and then by the time I've got to that stage, I've had to come home again and back to it. So next year is going to be quite different. I'm going to keep the core customers what I've got. I've actually just this second text someone. I work for them regular. You've seen it on a few videos, I think. We work for them regular, and they asked me about their front gates, because as the gates open and the post is moving in, and they wanted me to replace both the gate posts, and they're quite heavy gates, so would have to re-put the gates on and everything. Well, if you watch my channel for a long time, we've done a lot of fencing in the past, but haven't done much of that at all, and I don't really want to anymore, to be fair. It's really hard work. We did one earlier in the year in March. I ticked some boxes because, you know, March sort of money was getting a bit tight after winter, but it was a hard old job in the rain, in the mud, concrete posts and everything. And yeah, I'm not going to do many. I'm not going to say I'm not going to do one again, but I'm not going to do many. And I had sort of said I would be interested in this job, but I got thinking, yeah, I'm gonna pass that one up. We work from every week. If there is a slight issue, like the gate post moves or something after we've done it, or the gates catch, I've got to keep at it, and we see them every week. I've just thought that's best to pass it on. I'm sure the job would have gone all right, but there have been heavy old posts and everything. And yeah, I've passed it up because I'm happier to go there every time we go there, every visit, and just do the general maintenance side of things. I remember my dad always saying, he spoke to someone, probably about 15 odd years ago. He said, learn to say no. And I'm not saying it's always the case, but sometimes it is for the best. You can say in this business and in other businesses, you can say yes to everything, and then you just get yourself in a big muddle. This job is going to take up 2-3 days, depending on how hard the old posts are to get out and that. And then I've got it's like a gate to their property, so their property will be open, so they're going to be stressing me to get back and rehang the gate. And if weather's not good, or I'm tied up with other things because things still need cutting back at other jobs and I haven't caught up with other jobs, it's just going to put more stress on me, stress I don't want. So yeah, I've passed that up. And to be honest, I'm to the stage now, I just want to do the easier bit. It's okay, I don't mind doing a little bit of border work, grass, smaller hedges. I don't want to really take on big hedges anymore. The ride-on stuff, I'm finding a bit of a pain. It's all right with the stander because it goes in this van, so that's no problem at all. But I keep my ride-on up my dad's, my trailer up my dad's. I've got a job I'm home now, about a mile away, but my dad lives about 6-7 miles away. So every week I have to take the Land Rover up to my dad's, hook the trailer on, get the ride-on, bring it down to the job, then go back. The job's well paid, but it isn't well paid by the end of all the travelling and everything. So I've got a plan actually for that one. I think I've got my old Kubota still. You might have seen it way back on the channel, the G1700. That is actually okay still. It's just been parked undercover for probably 4 years now. So I'm thinking about it. The person we work for, he's got an empty garage. I'm thinking about next year leaving my old ride-on in his garage, because I just use it for that. So every week I could pull up in the van. Laura does some work with the walk behind mower, the Honda, so that'll always be in the back, and I haven't got to mess around with the trailer and the ride-on. Then in a way, do I really need a trailer? I shall keep the trailer for the time being, and I shall keep the better Kubota for the time being, because I've got the collector system and that for that. But I think I might keep that in case any nicer jobs come up. But there's another ride-on which is a bit of a job which is a bit of a pain, and that's a bit further, sort of about 3 miles that way. And I do tie it in with the other one, but that one's a bit of a pain, not really paid good enough. So I think that one will be dropped next year. I just want the easy life, who doesn't? But yeah, and also I've got I've got the ball sort of rolling a little bit with another sort of business as well, another small business. So I want to put some effort into that. Which it's actually getting nearer to the stage where I can possibly start up that. But I'm not in a hurry because I've still got enough of this sort of work. We've still got the tail end of the grass season to go. They're all trimming back. There's the leaves. And yeah, I think I just want it to keep it quite simple. And then next year, perhaps get out and have a bit more fun. Obviously money with these jobs, these extra jobs, there's been more money. But you know, you've got to have a life too. You can't, if it's all about work, it's yeah, I don't think it's no fun. Some people I've heard, you know, they're working every hour they can possibly work. We don't work weekends, not even, I haven't even worked a weekend. I might have done a grass cut one Saturday morning. That's all I've done. I think I've done one Saturday morning this year, and that's all. And yeah, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to have my weekends ruined. I don't need to do that, so I'm not going to do that. So yeah, so I'm sort of trying to set up in that second business is, there'll be more about that on my other channel. So if you want to pop over there, I'll put a link in the comments below this. But yeah, it's just been a hard old year, and I said about it earlier on in the year when I did a video, and yeah, I haven't really enjoyed it too much. Yeah, obviously there's some moments where you think I'm going around on the stander and think, yeah, this ain't bad, the sun's shining and that, this ain't bad. But yeah, it's getting to that, it's when it's the harder jobs and all that. You know, I don't think it's no fun. Some people thrive on it, absolutely really enjoy it, you know, and fair dues to them. I used to, in some way, some jobs used to be good. I used to enjoy it more, but yeah, I'm 45 now, so I'm thinking about, you know, I don't want to do this till I retire. 5 more years, and then I wouldn't mind sort of phasing out over 5 years, but maybe just to keep the grass stuff at the end. You get because you think about it, really, you work for the people, you feel you should be loyal to them, which, yeah, is good to a degree, but if they decide to move, they just go. That's it. The work ends, the money ends, and that's it. So, you know, you're only good to them, obviously, while they're wherever they are and they want you to do the garden. So, you know, I sometimes think, oh, I want to go away, but I've got to do this, that and the other. Well, why shouldn't I just go away and make them wait? So yeah, I think you've got to think about yourself. Otherwise you get sort of, it'll get you down. So and today I haven't actually worked today. I should have done this, put me behind now, but it's actually come out right now, but excuse me. But yeah, it's all rained on and off. It's Monday, so I don't know if I said that earlier or not, but anyway, it's Monday, and yeah, so I've got a crack on tomorrow, really. But these housing jobs I've got do sort of tick quite a lot of boxes, and while I've got them, that will be good for me. And actually over winter I will do visits to them in lesser than I obviously have over the summer, but yeah, we will carry on going to them. I don't mind them too much, really. They're just small gardens. I actually take a little Honda 16-inch Easy Push to some of them. That's how small some of the gardens are. And we tomorrow we will actually take the HRX 537, because sometimes the little gap I can't get the bigger mower through, but the little Easy does the little gardens because they're like town gardens, so it doesn't take long. So I've gone, so I've had big equipment, and not by my choice, but it's gone, so I've smaller equipment. And yeah, and I quite actually like going back to the smaller equipment, because it's, you know, you don't have to mess around with the trailer, don't have to mess around. You know, all you have to do is carry the mowers out and back in. It's easier. The stander is fine, because that fits in the back no problem. It's easy. Fits back in the back with plenty of room around it and everything. I love that mower, actually. I do. If there's part of the job I enjoy, it is actually using the stander mower. It has got a bit better in some aspects this year. I've started using my Husqvarna Pro battery strimmer, which I've used. I sort of didn't use that for a couple of years. I bought it, didn't really use it for a couple of years. I don't know why I didn't, but I didn't. I just carried on using the steel, and I've got my Makita and that in the back, petrol strimmer. But yeah, I thought the other week, why haven't I used this thing? And I've used it, and I found it taking a little bit getting used to, because it seemed to just be different to the petrols. But now I like using that because I don't have to have ear defenders on. Whenever I have ear defenders on, I sweat a lot. Just the safety glasses. No vibration on it, so I don't need the anti-vibration gloves. And yeah, it for the light maintenance trimming, it works great. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. And I've got the Husqvarna Pro battery hedge cutter, the sort of longer reach one. I do the one with a telescopic bit as well now, I think, but I haven't got that. I've got the longer reach one. That's been great. I can cut hedges really quick and nicely with that. So that's 2 good things. Even though I'm a bit of a petrol head, for work, it's nice having these quieter things that you know, more user friendly, really. So yeah, I'm quite enjoying using them. But yeah, I think as time goes on, I probably will be doing less gardening, but I've kept this channel open because I started my other channel. I really started hitting my other channel hard last October. I think I had about 220 odd subscribers on that channel. That's the Mend It Man channel. And I've really been hitting that hard over the last year, it will be nearly. And yeah, I want to get up to 1,000. In a way, I wondered whether I should have evolved this channel into that. But I decided to keep this channel because this was sort of the more gardening side of things. And I did actually hope to put more up this year, but that just hasn't really happened. I think it's because my heart hasn't been in it, really. But I think the thing is, if I do less gardening and do something else a little bit some of the time, I think I could enjoy the gardening more, because the stress would be off a bit. That's what I'm hoping. So basically what I'll be looking to do in may not be next year, maybe the year after, like 3 days gardening and the rest of the time doing something else. And I think, yeah, I think I'd appreciate the gardening more then. And if it wasn't the rushing around stress of it all, I think that'd be much better. So that's why I've kept this channel as a gardening channel, because I still hope to put things on here to do with gardening, because, you know, I liked doing the reviews. I've done some reviews on this channel. I haven't really took the camera with me much, like the GoPro and that, but I like putting the camera on all different ways on the stander and all that and things like that. But yeah, it just hasn't sort of happened this year because it's been busy, and it's I found it difficult to sort of find a time when we're out of work. But yeah, in the future I hope to do that, and I think I have got some footage actually inside, which I should just piece together. It doesn't matter when I think I recorded the stander in action last year, and yeah, I can put that up. It doesn't make no difference when it was done. It's working the same now as it was then. And so yeah, I'll sort of try and put some bits together for you, because, you know, I think the people that follow me on here deserve it. So yeah, it's quite amazing really how the channel sort of has carried on growing. Not fast, because I haven't been doing so much on here, but you know, it's been gradually growing since I got to the 1,000 about, I think it was not the April just got, well, not the last April, the April before. So what are we talking about, 16, 17 months or something? I got to 1,000 then, and it's grown to 1,400 now. And yes, I think it's 1,410. So it won't be too long before it's 1,500. So that's not doing too bad really for, you know. But you should have seen more. But the thing is, I probably, as time go on, will bounce each channel off each other, if you know what I mean. There will be sort of plugs, I think that's what you say. I'll plug the other channel and then do the same on that channel to come to this channel, because, you know, that's how I can do it. And I think the channels are quite good. I try my best. You know, YouTube isn't an easy thing. People can go into it and think it's an easy thing, but it isn't. And you know, it's hard work. YouTube, you've got to take your camera out, you've got to do your recording, you've got to set all that up, do your recording, you've got to come home, you've got to sometimes, well, what I do is move it. If it's GoPro stuff, I have to move that to the PC, into my iPad, because I always edit on my iPad. I can do it on the PC, but I just find the program easier on the iPad. Then you've got to do it all. Then you might have to enhance the volume, you might have to do adjustments with the light or something. And yeah, it's I just got a funny look talking in my van. And that's from a neighbour, I think. I don't really see them down the road more. And yeah, it's a lot of work. I've seen some people say hours and hours they've spent on doing it. I don't spend hours and hours on editing. I'm fairly quick at it, and I keep it fairly sort of simple. But it's better now because I can upload quicker, because we've got fibre, so, you know, uploads quick. But the other day for my other channel, I think I uploaded a video 4 times because I played it through and I just wasn't happy. So I took it back, I tweaked it, then put it up again, kept it in private. And then in the end, I was happy with it. But, you know, I think people that don't do YouTube don't actually realise what does go into it. Even if you do it as simple as you can possibly do it, still takes that time. And when I'm like in the shed and that, if I'm doing like for example with the Still KM rebuild I've just done, you know, to get the close-up shots and everything, you have to have a tripod right on it, you have to have the light right, and you have to try not to get your hands too much in the way. And it's pretty hard work, but I do enjoy that side of things. And I have actually just started to go on streams as well, more so on my other channel, small engine sort of streams and that. So yeah, I'm quite enjoying that actually. I never thought I would, but I didn't want to get too much involved in that because we had quite slow broadband before, and our laptop was quite old. I bought a new one of them, so I wanted it to be sort of as efficient as it possibly could, and it's been good because it hasn't dropped out once at all. It's been really good when I've been on the streams, haven't froze or nothing. So yeah, I'm quite enjoying that side of things as well. So yeah, I'm going to try and do some more on this channel, and yeah, that's basically a bit about it. What's going on? Let me think of anything else. Is there anything else going on? Not really. The hardest 2 jobs I've got still to do, I've got they're part of these housing jobs I do. I've got to cut some conifers back. massively hard job. I'll have to take chipper and that to do that, so it will be a hard work, but it's not particularly that hard to do. And the same with a laurel as well, sort of laurel, it's growing up side of the house. That's easy enough job, but it's a clearing up and all that, but that's part and parcel of the job. But the thing is, once I get them done, if the job carries on, it'll just be a trim up with them in the future. I won't have to hit them hard again, so that will be good to get them done. So they're two of the sort of latter part of the year jobs, and that was part of the reason I didn't do these posts as well, because I didn't know where I could really fit it in. I got a feeling we're going to be pretty busy up till Christmas with the leaves and everything and cutting back and everything. I just I don't want to put things out of balance really, because I've done it before with fences and that, done fences in the summer and then really struggled to catch up with my regular stuff. And you can think it's great, oh look at all this work, a big list of work I've got to do, and you think, where am I going to fit that in? When's that going to get fitted in? And then they'll text you or phone you, and then you think, oh, what am I going to do? So then you have to allow it working 12-hour days to try and catch up, and then that's when the weekends can come into play as well. It's okay if you, I suppose it's okay if you want to do it and you really want the money or need the money, then you haven't, if you really need the money, I suppose you haven't got much choice, you've got to take the work when it's there. But you know what, the core of customers we've got, that pays what we need. So yeah, so I'm quite happy with that. And it's all pretty local, apart from the housing ones. I have to travel out to them, but the local ones, I've got, in the next village I've got 2 and 1 lawn. And the village beyond that, I do a row. I actually do a front bank for a woman every other week. I only trim the front bank. Then I've got 1, 2, 3 gardens, which have been weekly, grass cuts weekly. I do odd little bits for them, but not much else. And then another one, this is just a bit garden maintenance. And one, it's like just over the bridge, and then another one, so it's like 5, would that be 5? Yeah, 6 in a row. I think it's 6 in a row. So they're all really close. And then just up the road from there, I do a ride on one, and then next door I do another big garden as well. So they're all pretty close. So that's a good little sort of day's work where I can fit in, and it pays quite well. And then I've got 2 in the town, which are close together, and 1 on the way. So they're all within sort of 4-mile radius. I can do all of them in 4-mile radius. So I've got 1 that's further out, which is it's a shame really, because that's one of my favourite jobs. But the problem is it's further out, and I've been going there for, I think I've been going there about 14-15 years, and I like the job, I quite enjoy the job, but parking's always rubbish. She tries her best to get us parking, and I have to go further out. But I did live near there once, and I like going there. So if I can keep that one and just pop there on one of the other days, perhaps, where I want to do more, just pop there early and get that done and get on, something like that, because I do quite like that one. But we'll see how that one goes really. It might be one that has to go. We'll have to see, because you know, traveling does take up time. It's covered in my other jobs, traveling is, so that's okay. And last thing really, I suppose, the big hater, you might, if you remember about the big hater, well, I lost a job. I might have said it or not. I did do a video, but I don't know whether I put it up or not. I can't remember now. But the big triple hater, another thing that will probably have to go, because I could do with that money to build this other thing I want to do, other business I want to do up, and I can't see where it's going to really be used again. It's a good thing, the hater triple, with the arms all go down hydraulically, 4 cylinder Kubota diesel, 30 odd horsepower that is, 4-wheel drive, lovely thing. It's you know, beast of a thing. But yeah, I don't think I'm really going to need it. What's the point in just sitting around back at my dad's forevermore if I'm not going to use it? Something I'll probably think about over winter, because it's not the best time to sell it now. I'll probably think about it over the winter and maybe even cosmetically improve it a little bit. And yeah, if nothing sort of going to happen with that, I think that will go. But yeah, I better leave it there. I've done 25 minutes nearly now on this video, and I just wanted a bit of a catch up with you all really on here. I know some of you will be aware of my other channel and you would subscribe to that, but there must be quite a few on here that doesn't, because I've got, I think it's about 850 on my other channel subscribers, and I've got 1400 on here, so that is like 500 odd that won't be, and not everyone of them 800 over the other side will subscribe here, so there'll be more here that don't subscribe, more than 500. So yeah, so I'll leave it there. So I hope you've all had a good season, and you know, let me know how you've gone, how you feel about it this year, and you know, are you fed up with it? Do you want your, are you looking forward to a bit of a rest over winter? Have you got to crack on and do it all? Because, you know, I know people are bigger. I just work with my other half, Laura, but I know some people have got employees and everything. And, you know, if you've got employees, you've got to keep finding them work. Yeah, just put down in the comments what you're up to. I'd like to know, because some of you who I used to have more sort of to do with in the gardening community, I've sort of lost track of a little bit now. So let us know below how you're getting on, really, and what's been going on. Some of you might not do it anymore, I don't know. But yeah, it'd be nice to know. So thanks for watching this nearly 26-minute video now, and I'll be along with another, well, I hope to be along with another video quite soon, because I'll see if I can get you a bit of footage or something somewhere. I'm planning to do, I'm still talking, aren't I? But quickly before I go, I did a typical Monday video a while back. I'm going to do a typical Tuesday and a typical Wednesday, Thursday, and Fridays I like to have off, so you might just see something totally different on the Friday. But yeah, that's for my plan for some videos at the moment. But yeah, like I said, it takes time, and I must remember to take GoPro with me. So I'll catch you later, and I'll be along with another video again soon. So bye for now.